Can she hear me? All right. Can you guys see me? Can everybody hear me? We can see you. Okay, awesome. I got it turned sideways. I'm going to turn it long ways. Hey, what's going on, guys? Sorry about the difficulties trying to get this thing right. Let me see. Trying to, give me a second. Hey. 1 second, guys. Okay, I am trying to invite someone. Give me a second. Bear with me, please. I don't know why it's not letting me. Trying to invite. Hey, sorry about that, guys. I was hoping to be the guest for Adriana and the group guys to kind of share my story and my success. For some odd reason, we're having a lot of difficulties, technical difficulties right now. So, but anyway, no big deal. First of all, I want to appreciate you guys for coming out and entertaining this live. I want to say, first of all and foremost, congratulations. Thank you to Adriana for the opportunity to come on and do this. And also thank you for the opportunity itself and the training that you have provided in the opportunity that has allowed me to be successful. So I've done a live like this before, and I promise I'm not going to be long. I've done a live like this before in the past, guys, about just my story and how I got started in the online industry, how I end up, coming from where I was at to where I'm at now. So I'll give an overview of it because, like I said, it's not allowing me to bring Adriana in. So I'll give an overview of it, guys. And if you guys can hear me, just hit the like button. Let me know that you guys can hear me. So first of all, guys, I've been in the online industry about 3.5 years. A little bit about myself. I'm married. I have 3 kids, 16 and 14. Been in the online industry for a little bit over 3 years. My online industry, guys, started actually back in 2018. When I first came online, I was a certified welder. I had been doing that job about 14 years at the time, in intense, really hot conditions. I was making decent money considering where I was living at, about $60K a year, which is really good where I'm at. But at the end of the day, I wasn't spending time with my family. I wasn't able to spend time with my children. I wasn't able to go to a lot of my son's football, basketball games, attend my father-daughter dances. I wasn't able to just do a lot of that. I was always tired. I wasn't able to travel. I never traveled, to be honest with you. And the thing that changed it for me was I was looking for another job, believe it or not, while I was making the money that I was making. I was just working like 60, 70 hours a week. And it was just hard on my back. It was messing up my shoulder and etc. So what I've done, I was scrolling Facebook. I wasn't really familiar with YouTube at the moment, but I was scrolling Facebook like we all do every single day. And so I happened to come across one post, guys. I can't make this up. I came across one post and it was some girl. She had a post and it said how she made $500 from her phone. That's all it said. And, I've said this so many times that it's only normal for us to be, what's the word I'm looking for? it's only normal for us to be like, I don't know if that's real or whatever it may be. It's only natural for us to believe that that's fake because we're only programmed to be able to go to work, trade our time for money and etc. So I followed this girl. I checked her profile because you got to understand, this is what people do. Anytime you're going to promote an opportunity or whatever, they're going to click on your profile and they're going to scroll down and check you out, guys. So that's what I done. I checked her out. Everything seems fine. Like, okay, I knew looking at her profile, like I said, she's doing something, and so I got up, I followed her for about a week. She showed proof. She talked about the opportunity. She didn't give the name, but she talked about the opportunity. It was like a curiosity post, which is very important in the online industry. And so I followed her. I had seen enough, and I eventually reached out to her. I got some information. I wasn't an infopreneur. Sorry about that. I wasn't an infopreneur. I got the information. I checked it out, and I didn't know anything about making money online, guys. I didn't know it from a can of paint. But I knew one thing was this. I knew that I was working 60 hours a week. I was always tired and I was still broke, even though I was making over $20 an hour. It didn't matter. I was trading my time for money. It was just disastrous. So when I came online, I didn't really, and I want to say this, and I don't recommend this, but this is just the thing that you have to understand. When your mind is made up, as long as you follow through and stay consistent, you have to realize that it's not going to happen overnight. It's not a get rich quick scheme, guys. This is something when you make up in your mind, you just got to go forward. I knew once I came into the online industry in 2018, I knew I wasn't going to be quitting my job in 1 year because I just knew that there was just too much stuff that I had to learn because I was starting from ground zero. And I didn't want to compare my chapter 1, which this lady was probably at around about chapter 5 or 6. I didn't want to do that. So I put in the work myself. And what I done, I saved up the money. I didn't have it at the time. That program that I got into, guys, was like $50. I didn't even have $50. Now, this comes from a guy who's making $20 an hour working 60 hours a week. I didn't even have $50 to join the opportunity. And so I actually finally got up the money. I went and joined the opportunity. I was lost. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. But the thing about it, in that opportunity, I was in the opportunity for a couple of months and I ended up making like $1,500. And I didn't know anything about attraction marketing. I didn't know anything about branding yourself. I didn't know anything about email marketing. I didn't know anything about any of that stuff. The peak, pass, close. I didn't know anything about any of that. So what I started doing, I went off into another opportunity with someone who I like, know, and trusted. And this is so important. You got to understand, guys. People don't join programs. They join people who they like, know, and trust. And that's why when people ask me, well, Darrell, you're doing so good. You're doing this. You're closing out sales. What are you doing? How are you doing it? Guys, I base everything on attraction marketing. And I have stalked the people in the past. I've stalked like the top earners. I want to be one of those guys. So you are who you work. You are who you run with. So I follow them. Even Adriana, before I even knew she was, like, I clicked on her profile one time and seeing where she had I think it was like 50,000 followers. And I was just like, wow. And I think at the time back here last year, which I think now I've got close to 5,000 followers. But at the time, I think I only had like 200 followers. I didn't have any. At the time, I want to say maybe 1,000 followers or whatnot. So I was still learning. But how I've been able to be successful as I can, guys, is simple. I've been branding myself, which is so, so important. Every morning I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning. And sometime I wake up like 4:30 in the morning. I have my coffee and I go straight to my emails. I check my emails. And I want to thank Adriana also for the email follow-up sequence in this program, because before this program, I really wasn't doing email marketing. I didn't know anything about it. I barely knew how to set up a get response, let alone a 30-day follow-up email sequence. I didn't know anything about that stuff. And believe it or not, guys, I have made so many signups from the email marketing system in the IPS program, and it hasn't always been easy for me, guys. When I tell you, if you've been following me, you know my story. I was homeless. And I like to share this story because I know a lot of times people think you have to have some type of status, like you have to just be born with some type of gift. Guys, in this program right here, Adriana has provided everything that you need to be successful. Like, you just got to make up in your mind, like, okay, I want to do it. And I don't care if I don't have the 300 to come in at the 300 level, that's fine. I'm not going to. If $50 is all I have, I'll scrape it up and get it. Because guess what, guys? When people say, Darrell, how are you getting sales? How are you people joining you? First of all, guys, I believe in attraction marketing. You have to brand yourself. There's a difference if you're promoting an opportunity and another person is promoting an opportunity. If that person clicks on your profile and both of you guys done talked about the same program on your page, and one person has 100 likes and 60 comments and you've got 3 likes and 2 comments, even though both of you guys are in the same program, who do you think they're going to reach out and ask for information from? They're going to reach out and ask from the person who has the most engagement. Why? Because they see, first of all, that clearly this person knows what he's talking about. People are engaging, and it's a lot of them. A lot of them don't like the post, and eventually they may not do it now, but they'll continue to follow you. They'll continue to follow you. I wake up to like 10 to 15 people who request to follow me every day because I've got my Facebook page set up for success. People have to know that you're in business. You can't. I take my business serious. Like, so I don't I don't talk about one thing one day and then I'm talking about something else that's totally different from business outside of providing value. I pride myself and I position myself to be as successful as I am because I focus on solving people's problems. I keep it real with people. I let them in on who I am. I expose myself. I'm a big fan of video marketing. If you're not doing video marketing, there are people who make a lot of money in this industry without video marketing. But guys, we live in a digital era. And if you're doing big video marketing, it's a good possibility you're going to make a lot of money. And that's why a lot of the top earners either do video marketing, whether it's Facebook, YouTube. Now they got TikTok. There's tons of things. So I've done video marketing and I didn't know anything about it when I first started. I started off in my daughter's room recording myself. And I felt so stupid because I kept starting over. And I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to learn what the program provides, what the product is, what the service, how I can help somebody else like it's helping me. And I just did my first live and I just, boom. I just knew about the product. I didn't care about who was looking at me or anything because guess what? I had already told myself I do not want to work a job until I'm 60 years old, where I only got between the time that statistically they say I'm supposed to die and the time I got to live by retirement is 3 years. No, I want to be living my best life now. And that's so because of that hard work that I put in, because of that commitment, when I did have a job, I was working my job while I was funding my business. I would work 12 hours a day, going at 5, get off at 5 going at 5 in the morning, get off at 5 at night. And by the time I get home at 6, from 6 to 10, guys, I was all in, zoomed in my business. It'd be times that my wife would be like, hey, you got to go to work in the morning and I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning and I wouldn't be going to bed till 3 o'clock in the morning, guys. You have to be determined. And that's where it starts at. It starts in the mind. Once your mind is made up, everything will follow. But I like to tell people my story because I want people to know, look, it hadn't always been like this for Darrell. My first commission online was $7, guys. And some people will say, well, that wasn't a lot of money. You're absolutely correct. But it told me 2 things. 1, I could do it. 2, it was real. Now I just needed to get the training, which I didn't have. I didn't know anything about traction marketing. It's totally different. And so I was committed. I refused to quit. And I failed so many times. I want people to understand when it's easy to get caught up when you're trying your best. You're putting in, you're working 10, 12 hours a day. You're putting 5, 6 hours in your business. You still ain't made no commissions. I mean, it can be irritating, but you got to realize this, guys. Guess what? Good things take time. I've said 1,000 times that I would rather build my business, spend 1 to 5 years building my business instead of trading my time for money for 45 years and getting a 25 to 50 cent pay raise every year. Or putting myself in a position for the rest of my life to go on vacation 1 time a year, 5 days, and they pay you for it. No, I'm in a position now because of a mentor that I have, which is crucial, guys. This is another thing. You have to get you a mentor. You have to get you a mentor, someone who is proven, someone that you can respect, someone who you like, know, and trust, and you mimic them. You follow them. You do everything that you can. There's a reason why they're in the position that they're in and they're making the money that they're in. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's what I do. I use all my platforms. People always say, hey, Darrell, how are you getting sales? What platforms are you using? Guys, first of all, I use all my free platforms. I use all my social media free platforms. Craigslist. Every day I post 2 Craigslist ads, guys, by 8 a.m. every single day. Some people don't do Craigslist. I do. I've gotten sales off Craigslist. I use Facebook. I just started YouTube, I want to say last year. And I think I've got like 16 videos up. I want to put over 1,000. I want to provide value. You have to understand. You can't post about your opportunity 1,000 times a day. And if you are, you want to make sure that you done develop that like, know, and trust factor. Provide value. I'm always posting, encouraging stuff, motivational stuff, inspirational stuff, taking people inside of my life, letting them know who Darrell is. I'm from a family of 14, one parent. I grew up dirt poor, guys. Like I don't know anything about handouts. Like I used to mop a wooden floor and I used to have to pick the splinters up out of the mop. Like that's how poor I was. I didn't have a father in my house. I joined the Army when I was fresh out of high school, spent 3 years, got out. I went through a rough patch, went through a bad divorce. And, I was homeless for like 45 days. I was in bad shape, But the thing about it is this. I kept believing. And when the opportunity, keyword, opportunity, when it presented myself, guys, I kept my mind open. You have to keep your mind open. You just can't assume, I don't believe that. They didn't have to go and punch no clock to do that. Guys, let me tell you something right now. I would not be here having done made almost $8,000 in my first 23 days of this program, which is the most money that I have made in any business opportunity. And I've got other programs. And the thing about it is this. Will I make 8K in this program by my first 30 days? I don't know. But I do believe that I'm going to make 10,000 in my business in general. And this will be the first time ever in my business in 3 years. But the majority of it is because of this program right here that Adriana has put together. And people say, well, Darrell, what are you posting? What are you doing? Guys, let me tell you something. I'm at the top level. And once again, you may not be able to come at the top level. I went to the top level, and I want to give a shout out to Jenna Stone, who's my mentor, who also introduced me to the program. But I came in because I didn't want to miss any commissions. I wanted everything. And once again, I knew the credibility that she provides. Adriana, I joined the program because I've been following her. I went back and looked at some of her YouTube videos from like 7 years ago, guys. You have to do your homework. That's what I've done. So I already liked her. I knew her and I felt like I knew her and I trusted her, And when people say, well, Darrell, what are you posting? Guys, the program that I'm in at the 300 level, the training, there's 3 levels, the 50, the 150, and the 300. All of them, guys, they're already pre-written ads, pre-written scripts. Guys, let me tell you something. These are what I use. Like, I'm not using anything I'm using what's in the training. I'm using everything that she has provided because why? I'm not a multiple 6-figure earner, but I know I will be one day, and in order for me to get there, I have to follow the people who are already there. I have to connect with the programs that's going to get me there. $274, give or take, a day is a 6-figure income. Guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. There's nothing better than waking up to $300 commissions while you're sleeping before you wipe the booger out your eyes. I'm telling you, it's a good feeling. And once again, the training in this program, if you can copy and paste, if you can stay consistent, if you can brand yourself, and if you guys do not quit, guys, you will be successful. I've failed so many times, man. I've cried. It's been times I want to just pull my hair out, and I don't even have any hair. But I know what drives me is the fact that, guess what? My children, they're watching me. They don't really know what I do. They just know, hey, when people ask my kids, they're like, hey, I see your dad's videos on Instagram. I see your dad's videos on YouTube. I see your dad's videos on Facebook and Facebook groups. What does he do? My kids are like, I don't know, but it's something like he's helping people make money. But at the end of the day, guys, look here. I'm as successful, and I'll put you like this. I haven't even accumulated the success that I know that I will be. But the fact of how I'm able to be successful right now for this particular time is that, one, I have connected myself with people who inspire me. I have completely shunned people who said, Darrell, get you a new job, get you a real job. There's people right now who said, Darrell, get you a real job, who are asking me for information right now. See, proof trumps anything. Proof trumps documentation beats conversation all day. And that's why I like to provide proof, because, and even if it ain't my proof, I'm going to provide somebody else's proof, because guess what? I may not be making no money, let's just say, but I know that somebody else who's in the program is. Value is value. Value is value. Nobody wants to be pitched and sold. The goal, guys, is to help someone solve a problem. If you solve a problem, if you have a product, service, or whatever, an answer to a problem that people are having, guess what? You will never want for money. You will never want for money, but you have to be real with people. And I expose myself to people. I keep my page private. My Facebook page is set up for success, and you have to put in the work. Really, when you first start, you have to do the things that you want to do to get the things that you want. And a person who's making, prime example, I use Jenna as an example. She's made like almost $15,000, guys, like in her first 30 days. I would love to have that. I'm pretty sure everybody on this live would love to have that. But see, I can't compare my chapter 3 to Jenna's chapter 9 or her chapter 12. I just can't. And I think a lot of times when we're new, we see everybody's doing this and they're making so much money and we want to. And so we get impatient. Guys, you have to be patient. You have to realize it is a process. A baby does not come out the womb walking. A baby comes out the womb, then they eventually start wiggling, they'll start crawling, and then they'll start walking. Your job, when you go to your job, guys, guess what? You have to get training. Without training, guess what? You're not going to know how to do your job. It's the same thing here. In this program, for those who are watching, please listen to me. For those who are watching, guys, this program can change your life. Once again, you can wake up to 2 payments in 1 week. That's $600. Guess what? Some people have to work 50 to 60 hours a week to get a $600 payment, guys. So in this program, because of the one that Adriana's put together, because of the training, everything back there, guys, I don't use anything else. I just use platforms and I stay consistent. I'm a dog. I grind, man. I take my business serious because guess what? I'm really trying to build real wealth. I'm not trying to work a job. And if I ever have to go back and get one, it's going to be temporary to help my business. If you have a job, use your job to fund your business. You have to invest in yourself. $50 commissions is fine, but $300 commissions are better. $150 commissions is good, but $300 commissions is better. And then on top of that, you're able to get all 3. But the best thing about it is this, the training. This is a skill that you can learn, guys, that can set yourself up for the rest of your lives. Let's just say the IPS system goes away. If you use the training that Adriana has given you, everything that she has been told and taught and learned that has helped her be successful. If you use it, guys, and you stay consistent, you're going to see success. I mean, that's just how it goes. You have to put in the work, though, but you have to want it. But you have to brand yourself. And I'm going to go through this one last time because this is what I do. I brand myself. It's so important. I like to connect with people. I send out friend requests every day. I delete inactive people who don't want to make 6 figures or $1,000 a day. They don't want to. That's fine. I want to connect with people who are serious about changing their lives, who want to, be able to come and go and travel anytime they want. And I want people to understand it's the pandemic. I understand that. Guys, let me tell you this. Last year in my business, I made almost $60,000 in my business last year, which is the most that I've ever made. I was like this close to 6 figures, guys. And I didn't even have this program. I worked like a dog, but guess what? It pays off. It feels good when you wake up and you don't woke up to $3,000. Like, come on. Like, that's what it's about. And that only drives you. But it ain't necessarily the money that drives you. It's the impact that drives you. When people message me and they're like, Darrell, man, you inspire me. You motivate me. You this and you that. That's why it's important to compliment people. It's okay if someone else is doing better than you. It's okay. Like, I'm not going to be mad at Jenna because she's doing better than me. I'm not going to be mad at Adriana, even though she created the program, because she's doing better than me. I'm not going to be mad at Mary Beth because she's doing better than me. That motivates me. That inspires me. But you have to brand yourself. You are your business. People partner with people who they like, know, and trust. You can't make a post about the business and people click on your profile and they scroll down and you ain't got number 3 likes in the last month on all your posts combined almost. Guys, they think you're a robot. Pictures is fine. But if you really want to make money, guys, master and learn slowly but slowly, step by step, the art of video marketing. Because when you're posting your face, people get to see you. They can read your energy. They can sense if you pull it, if you jive or whatever. Provide value. This is what I do. And so over the last couple of years, guys, I have positioned myself to be able to have people like, know, and trust me. I have exposed who I am as a man to people. So people know my story. They know that I came from dirt poor. And if a guy who was homeless, living in his car, who brushed his teeth in a Hardee's bathroom, if he, guys, guess what, can fire his boss and make almost $10,000 within his first 30 days in an opportunity, or just in his business in general, anybody can. I'm no different from anybody else. I just want it. I want it. I love this freedom, man. I love being able to wake up and going wherever I want to. I'm finna get ready and go to Orlando, Florida for a whole week. Like, I didn't have to put in no vacation for that. I've got the income to be able to do that. You know, I just got back from Miami Beach for a week not long ago. Like, I would have never been able to do this type of stuff without a business opportunity, a mentor, and a good program, guys, and hard work and consistency. And so I love the fact that in this program, everything is, I got my business automated. I'm using, if you don't have the get response and all that stuff set up, guys, you're missing out. I don't like to be on my phone 5-6 times a day. I've got about, now I don't have the 30-day follow-up sequence like Adriana has in there implemented in mine, but I do my emails 14 days at a time, 2 weeks. So I ain't got to worry about it. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a good feeling because guess what? Nobody wants to be in their phone all day. I don't. I want to be at the park. I want to be swimming. I want to be up in the mountains. And guess what? This program will allow you to do that. Understand this. Everything that you want, everything, anybody that's making money in this program, they ain't special, guys. They understand this. Hard work, consistency. Those are 2 keys. You just can't work on your business when you want to. And I don't. You have to be serious and just understand that it's going to take you time. Like, you just don't come in one day and make $1 million or $10,000 a month. No, you have to. It's a process. And everybody has their own way. This is my way. I recommend the law of attraction. I recommend the like, know, and trust factor. I recommend video marketing. I recommend doing YouTube videos. I recommend email marketing. And I recommend getting a good mentor with this program. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to keep you guys long. I want to say this for those who are watching this and, you've seen enough proof, but you're just right there. You really don't know. Guys, I'm telling you right now, that feeling that you get in your gut, that's that leap of faith. That's what people say, well, they're waiting on God to send them something. Guys, sometimes God, the opportunity be right there. You just got to go out on a leap of faith. I don't even consider it a leap of faith. I just look at look, I ain't got no other choice. I mean, it can't be no worse than me working 60 hours a week and getting people congratulating me on my 35 cents raise after putting in 3,000 hard labor hours a year. Guys, this program, the Infinity Processing System, has a phenomenal creator that has given us everything in our training from the $50 to the $300. Everything. If you can copy and paste, guys, guess what? If you can stay consistent, guess what? You're going to see results. If you follow everything back there, this is what I'm doing. You want to know how I've been able to make $7,500 in the last 23, 24 days? This is how. I'm not doing anything else, guys. I'm using my Facebook story. I'm using my free traffic sources. Now, I've got other traffic sources as well. I want to say that too. I use everything to my advantage. I have other opportunity programs where I'm just starting to do paid traffic, guys. I'm just getting ready to start and do paid traffic. This is all free traffic. Most of it anyway. I've done a little paid traffic, but it's from one of the programs that I've got. I haven't really significantly dived off into the paid traffic, guys. I can't even imagine where that's going to be. But you have to use your resources. But everything that Adriana has provided in the program, guys, it is enough that will take you and have you quitting your job by this year. If you go on a blitz, get plugged in. Guys, on the weekends, most time when people are out on the weekends partying, you know what I'm doing? I'm in my training still, in my business. I'm doing my email follow-ups. I'm following up with people, guys. That's what I do. Because guess what? I know that while people during the week are at work, I'm at state parks. I'm swimming. I'm in the mall shopping. I'm eating some of the best food that this country has to offer. Why? Because I'm doing right now what people don't want to do. I'm doing what I have to do so that in the end I can do what I want to do. And that's the difference. Your mind got to be different. You have to be programmed different. And I am. Because guess what? I know what it feels like to be at the bottom. I know what it feels like to be dirt poor. I used to drive 3 hours round trip for $7 an hour. Like, I know I don't want to have to go back to living on the streets. I want to have to go back to mopping dirt floors. I don't want to have to go back to working a job full time, And so I take my business serious. I don't worry about the naysayers. I only focus on people who are where I want to be. My circle is only surrounded by people who are very successful or people who have the mindset to be successful. No negativity is in my circle. If that's what you have, if people are telling you you can't do it, man, get you a new job, they're trying to steal your money, you need to get away from those people because you are the average of the 5 people you hang with. Your network is your net worth, guys. That's what you got to understand. If you want to see greatness in your financial situation, hang around with people who are making moves. They ain't necessarily got to be somewhere way up, but they making moves. Congratulate those people and understand it's a process. Put in the work. You put in the work, you'll see the results. So with this program, guys, I use the training. I use the copy and paste methods. I use everything that's in our back office that comes with the training, guys, and I implement that on a daily, consistent basis. That's why I'm as successful with this program as I am, guys. There's no magic pill. I didn't come from a wealthy family. I don't possess any special powers besides loving to talk. And I use that to my advantage, But at the end of the day, the program is the program. If a person's not making any money, you got to look at your profile. Stalk other people's profiles. I have gotten stuff off so many top earners' profiles. I have opted into their capture pages. See how their capture pages is. Adriana provides you with the first capture page that she has that she made 6 figures with. I have that on. I have that personally, and I have me a bridge page to it. Like, guys, I'm serious. Like, you have to take massive action. The key, that's the first key. And there's nothing wrong with being what I like to say a contestant. There's nothing wrong with congratulating people. But guys, put yourself in a position so that people can congratulate you. Ask yourself, what would $300 a day do for you? What would $150 a day do for you? Guys, that's life changing. You can quit your job by this year. Hell, in the next 60 to 90 days, who knows? 30 days, you never know. It's up to you. But the program, guys, it works. If you're someone who's watching this and wondering, like, does that stuff really works? Well, one person I made over $10,000. I know one that made over 15,000. Another person probably made close to that. I know a couple people that made almost 9,000. Clearly, it works. We put our pants leg on one leg at a time. We're just using what has been given to us. Adrian has provided everything that we need to be successful. If we use it and stay consistent, you will be successful. So, hey, I'm hoping that, man, this has motivated somebody to get started. And like I said, guys, if you can't come in at the top level, that's fine. There's so many benefits to this program, not just the money, the training. A doctor can't be a doctor without training. Guys, you can use this in anything. And it's just one-time payments, no monthly payments, but you can get paid every single day. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. If you use the training, if you can't come in at the 300, come in at the 150. If you can't come in at the 150, come in at the 50. Just get started. Get started. Follow the leaders. We have great leaders in this program. We have training. We have live trainings. We have, just everything that you need, guys, to be successful. It's up to you. You have to say, you know what? I deserve it. My kids deserve it. My grandkids deserve it. I hate my job. I hate my boss. I want to be my own boss. If you have a boss, you're not a boss. If you have 3 jobs, you're not a boss. That means you have 3 bosses. Be your own boss. Take control of your own life. You got to crawl before you walk. I like to say I went from living on the banks of an old lake with a box fan and 1 blanket and didn't have two pieces of lint in my pocket to now, guys, who knows? I'm in a business that's, if I stay on the pace that I'm going, guys, it's going to be my first year making 6 figures. And no, I'm not going to have 5 or 6 big diamond chains around my neck. That ain't who I am. I want to be, I'm the same person I am, guys, before I even knew that you could make money online. I'm always going to stay humble, but I'm always going to stay hungry. And my options will always be open. I will never just tell myself I can only make money working a job, especially now since I know that I can make way more money working this in this business than I can at any job, let alone have the freedom to be able to just come and go and do as you please. It's just a beautiful blessing. Once again, guys, if you're looking for a program that can set you 5 years ahead and not coming in blindly, not knowing what's going on, but get the right training with the right leaders. This program is surrounded by leaders. There's plenty of 6-figure earners in this program, guys. There's plenty of 5-figure earners in this program. There's plenty of 4-figure earners in this program. So you're not going to come in and feel like, oh, I just feel lost. If you stay plugged in, you will be successful if you stay consistent and you implement everything in your thing. If you're at the 50, guys, get out of the 50, upgrade to the 150. You're at the 150, get out of it, upgrade to the 300. It's just a one-time payment, guys. You have it for life. So, Adriana, once again, hey, I'm just honored, believe it or not. I'm real humble. Anybody that knows me, I'm not real flashy or anything like that, but I do know a good program. And this is an outstanding program. I'm actually going to bring my wife in and myself. It's just a phenomenal program. Everything in it is outstanding. Once again, great leaders. I'm humbled to be up here. And, you could have reached out and connected with anybody else, but I really appreciate this opportunity to be able to share my story. And last but not least, I appreciate the opportunity itself that has put me in this position to be able to it's just a beautiful thing, and once again, I'm no better than anybody else. I can't be. I'm just an old kid from a small town of about 800 people, guys. Old country boy. But guess what? I'm a hungry country boy with big dreams. And I know in order for me to get them, a job is not going to do it. I have to come online. And it's one of the best, if not the best, monetary financial situation I ever made. And it done opened so many doors for me. It's just a blessing. I've met so many great people that I never would have in my life imagined ever coming across. Like people that I've never met, but guess what? They're my real family, and so I know that without them, I wouldn't even be where I'm at. So once again, Adriana, hey, I appreciate you. I want to give a shout out to Jenna Stone. I just feel like I've been knowing you for 100 years. You've blessed me in so many ways I can't even imagine. And just everybody who have partnered with me in IPS, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys to the point where you feel like, okay, I can get value from this guy. I trust him. I feel like I know him. And guys, it means a lot. And you can always reach out to me. I'm always going to be available. I may not get back to you right then, but I will get back to you because guess what? I want everybody to win. If you're watching this, you have a job. Guess what? Get plugged in. I want you to win. I want you to be, if you're at the $50 level, upgrade. I want you to win. Everybody on here, guys, 6 figures is ours. This is our year during the pandemic. There's no shortage of money. There's only a shortage of people who want to make money, guys. So once again, I've made more money during the pandemic than I ever have. It ain't me. It's the system. It's the system and my work ethic. I don't give up. If you don't give up, you will find success. Who knows? It doesn't have to be in your year 1. It doesn't have to be in year 3. I didn't find really that much success in my first year or my second year. It's like close to the end of close to the end of my second year, I really started to pick it up. And and that's because I started to understand the importance of attraction marketing, getting me a mentor, and I understand, look, okay, Darrell, you're going to have to put in the work. That's what I done. And I'm going to tell you right now, guess what? Those late nights, early mornings, yeah, they have your neck hurting. Man, it makes you want to pull out your hair. But guess what? When you can make like $6,000, $7,000 in 1 month, and I know some people make more than this, but when I first made my first $7,000 in 1 month online, you couldn't tell me nothing. I started to cry, believe it or not. I cried because I know that the work that I put in, everybody was kept telling me, you have to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. And I listened to them. And they told me, if you do this, this is the outcome. And there's nothing like watching your hard work come to fruition. It's just a beautiful thing. It's like a caterpillar. It's like a pupil turned into a caterpillar. Caterpillar or a caterpillar turned into a butterfly. It's a beautiful thing. So anyway, Adriana, appreciate you. Appreciate you guys who done got started. Appreciate the ones who are on here. If you're thinking about getting started, guys, just get plugged in. Like, you have everything. You have everything. You have to understand everything that you need to be successful is here. Support is here. Training is here. Leadership is here. The community is here. Everything that you need. The only thing that ain't here, if it ain't here, is your commitment to getting started. That's the only thing that's stopping you guys. So once again, I probably done talked myself to death. Adriana, appreciate you guys. Appreciate every one of you guys. If you're watching this and I then invited you to this, if you want to get started, guys, just connect with me. If you're watching this and someone else invited you to this, guys, get back with them. Guys, just get started. There's nothing like action. You got to realize once you take it, it's over. You done already did the hardest part. You done got started. Now it's time to get down to work, guys. So, once again, Adriana, thank you. Guys, let me tell you something. $7,500 in 24 days. That's $7,500 in a little bit over 3 weeks. You ain't going to get that at a job. I know that, unless you're a CEO. And I didn't have to punch no clock for that. It's a beautiful feeling. It's a blessing. She's a blessing. This system is a blessing. The training is a blessing. And it can be a blessing to you guys if you take action, because everything you need to be successful is in the program. So once again, Adriana, I appreciate you for everything. God bless you. I wish you much success with you and your family, and much success to each and everybody on this live. So once again, I'm going to end the live. Enjoy you guys' day. Stay blessed. And until the next time, guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm Darrell, and I'm out.